Hey guys, it's me, Cara, coming at you from my basement. You guys, this room that you see is not fixed up or anything yet, but it will eventually become a place where I can film these videos. Right now, this is kind of like a temporary setup, so yeah, it doesn't look that fancy, but at least there's not a bunch of chaos behind me. So the video that I'm bringing you guys today is an empty house tour video. So this is actually the house we just moved out of. I kind of went through the house on the last day that we were there cleaning, so I can kind of give you a better idea of what our whole house looked like and what updates we did to the house, because we did a lot of things to update it from its original beginnings. So without further ado, please enjoy this house tour video. When you come up to our house, you'll see this little foyer area. We actually had like a little bench here for a while. It's kind of like a cute spot, you know, if you were into like little outdoor decor. I mean, it's not like you'd put a full patio set, although one of our neighbors does have a table and chairs, a really small one, but you could put like potted plants and things there. Before I head inside, I do want to take note that these were those tulips we put in. I don't know if you've been following our vlogs regularly, but we've always like struggled to figure out what the heck we want to put here, because look at, there's no sunlight. It gets blocked here, so it only gets like partial sun. We basically put some tulips in and they lasted as long as like our house selling process was, so people got to see pretty flowers when they looked at the house. But after that, I think we got a bunch of wind and rain, and so we were like, so they're dead now. When you walk into the house, you'll hit this front area. Now this was all original Berber carpet. It was so ugly. So we've actually, these are real hardwood floors, so we've replaced those. And we've also extended it. I think this part used to be wood here, but it was like
it was literally that line there.
Yeah, literally there. And so all of this was carpet. And at one point we had like a dishwasher leak, and then I think maybe the cat peed in there.
Yeah.
Or we used to have the cat box in there, that's why there's a cat thing. All of these floors are new. We were like literally the whole house was carpet, like everything was, besides like the kitchen. The kitchen used to be really ugly.
Bathrooms were linoleum.
Yeah, linoleum, and the kitchen was linoleum, right?
Yeah.
Whenever we started messing with the thinking about changing the carpet, I was like, well, let's just do it so that we can make, you know, like a border and separate the rooms, because right now the rooms, this is your full living room and then your dining room, but they were both close together. And for me, like, I'm so used to like having a separate room for like a dining room. So I was like, well, if we can't build a wall, obviously we're not going to, then let's go ahead and make it so there's kind of like that little border, so you can tell, okay, this is the dining area, this is the living area. When you walk in, you have a full, you know, it's a pretty decent sized living space. This fan is like it has a remote control to it, so you can control how fast and the light and stuff like that. So it took me a while to figure out what I wanted here. For a while we had just blinds here, and then finally I found like curtains at Bed Bath & Beyond, and so these are staying with them. Also, this was a trouble area trying to find a curtain that I liked for here, because even with this one, it doesn't fully cover the window. And so if you're like me, you get like creeped out that like somebody's looking at you in the window. So I found this, it sufficed, it was fine. And it kind of just makes the area look really cute when you know, during the holidays, it's really dressy and things like that. From the dining area, you have your guest bath. The only thing we've done in here was freshen up the paint, I think, at one point. And then we also changed the floor. This used to be linoleum. In this hallway, you have like an entrance to like the attic. We have two separate attic spaces. Most of all the fixtures, like the lighting fixtures, are all like newer, besides the ones that we like just spray painted to kind of match the feel and the tone of what we're going for. The kids' room, we did a lot. I mean, I'll try to put in pictures of like what it used to originally look like. Of course, like the floor's been done, the paint's been done. This is kind of like a pale, like a lighter yellow, because when we had Jonah, his the theme to his nursery was Dr. Seuss. And so like the yellow worked good, and the yellow's a neutral color, so we did that for Elia as well. In the hallway, you have this little linen closet, which works great for towels, and we had like toiletries and different things like that. We had a decent amount of closet space here, but you know, obviously, like, you know, you can't go wrong having more storage or closet space anywhere you go. In this room, we definitely changed this room around. The colors, it used to be kind of like a darker blue down there. So we changed it to more of a brown to sort of make it look more like office-y. This closet just had a bar through it, like a regular closet, but since it's like a, you know, it was like an office, we went ahead and like put in all these like shelves, which were great for like our camera equipment, but honestly it was not enough space and everything was overflowing. So that's one benefit of this new house we're going to. We're gonna have a lot of closet to use to store our stuff. Coming back down the hallway where we originally started, we were in the front door foyer area, and the first room to your right when you walk in is the master bedroom. So this is the master bedroom. It's really nice. It's open. There's a lot of light in this room. The walls are like kind of like a pale light green. It was super cute. And so we didn't do anything to change the color in this room. The only thing we did, we added one of these little decals whenever those were first getting popular. So that kind of like filled in that little space because that was kind of an awkward little area. One pain about this window is trying to find something in this window here. Some people leave it open. I didn't want to leave it open, so I basically bought one of those. You can get them at Home Depot. It's like a little fan thing you put in. For a while we just had like blinds and stuff like that, and so I finally figured out what I wanted to do, but literally there's like four panels of these because you wanted to make it thick enough so people don't look in your bedroom. Oh, that's kind of awkward. So you go down here and this is a nice decent sized walk-in closet. So this is we didn't bother painting the walls in here. They probably could use a touch up, but you know, the clothes are covering it for the most part, so you don't really realize it. But this was a decent sized closet. Then you walk in here, there's a master bath. And like I said earlier, I was talking about how we spray painted a lot of stuff. One of the things that we did was we spray painted the knobs. So these knobs used to be like kind of like a gold brassy color, and so we bought this little color. It's kind of like a little shiny brown, and so we spray painted all the knobs on that. We spray painted this because this used to be, I think, just silver, and then of course, like, we bought the shower curtain. It kind of matched the color. It's like a little brown color, and then we also spray painted this fixture here. This is basically like the same color. It's like a brown. So this is a decent sized master bath that had, like, you know, a nice little spot where we put like a basket for dirty clothes and things like that. So anyway, when you're walking through the front door, on your right was the room, on your left is the entrance to the kitchen. The kitchen is, we did a major amount of work in here. We pretty much, this used to be all linoleum flooring. It would look like a disco floor. So this tile is nicer than the ones in both bathrooms. The one in the other bathroom is the same as this bathroom. These countertops are laminate, and they look like they're granite, but they're laminate. So we basically peeled off the old stuff and glued down this new stuff that kind of looks like a little fancier. I think like they extended this one, right, Bri? Like this countertop a little bit.
Had to take off the top, so we just redid it.
Yeah, they redid that top bar top. My whole plan was like, hey, I want to probably get some new knobs. I want to fix the cabinets, but in the end of the day, I never did it. So it's just one of those things. This is original. This is original. We replaced this. We used to just have like a vent up top, so we did it over the range. Microwave. This is original. You know, there's definitely like a lot of space, but you know, the one downfall with this kitchen for me was the lack of a pantry. So that's whenever Brian came up with a good idea to build something. So this was kind of like a little unit that housed like all our cleaning stuff, our laundry stuff, and all of our, you know, food, like dry goods and things like that. We freshened up the paint. This was red to begin with. Take note, this used to be a dark green, so the dark green with the red looked like Christmas time. So literally the hallway was dark green. Even the living space was kind of like this like beigey, like yellowy. It was darker than this. So that's what we did. We tried to lighten this house up as much as we could, because I'm very particular. I didn't want to feel like
more like a light brown.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, it was like a weird color. It was like a brownish, tannish. This house doesn't really have a lot of light. Like right now it's kind of getting a decent amount, but like during the afternoon it gets super dark. And so that's kind of like the gist of everything. And this is, like I was saying about this one over here, this lamp, this is a newer, that was like a Christmas present, I think, that Brian got me.
Tell the story.
Oh, I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, you tell it.
Basically, your parents brought that up when
Yeah, that was my mom's.
Florida.
Uh-huh, and it was broken.
And it was broken, so first we had to find a replacement
The
for
bulb.
it. There's that one.
And it was a matching, it was the same design.
But like, you know, we were waiting for it to go on sale, and like, I remember it being like, it took forever for us to like finally
Get it?
do it.
And then this was like the matching thing.
Yeah.
So basically all those things came from the whole thing. This was my mom's, and my mom came here to live with us for a while. And so then she was like, oh, you guys can have that. And so we took it, and then,
Thanks, Mom.
yeah, and then we matched everything from it. And then we also, this isn't a matching thing, but we just painted that like a darker brown color. So there you go, that's a little house tour. This is our old house. We've lived here for 10 years. A lot has changed. I'll try to show you what everything looked like before, and it definitely has improved. Like literally, like this is a perfect house for like newlywed. That's where we moved in as newlyweds, or like an older person. Thank you for joining me for this wonderful little house tour. We're gonna keep cleaning around here, but stay tuned for the one from our new house. And thank you guys so much for watching. See you later.